Well, hello there. This is Cruril coming at you with episode 10. Yes, that is right. You heard it right. Episode 10 of our Pokemon Yellow Randomized Nuzlocke. Holy crap, we finally broke in the double digits, guys. I might actually be able to keep this a regular thing. Alright, so in the last episode, we got our 4th gym badge. Sadly, we lost our 4th member. Matter of fact, at this point, I think the entire party has been changed up. Anyways, to recap, we have Basil, our Oddish, with Absorb Poison Powder and Stun Spore. Phoenix, who cannot fly in a building, but is our Moltres, with Fly, Aurora, Beam, Peck, and Fire Spin. Dominator, our Hypno, with Thunderbolt, Headbutt, Confusion, and Disable. Bronchitis, our Wheezing, with Sludge, Smog, Tackle. Nebby, our Wartortle, with Thunderbolt, Razor, Wind, and Water Gun, and Recover. And then finally, Navi, our Clefairy, with Takedown, Dragon, Mega Drain, Double Slap, and Sing. So here we are. Also, this episode's probably going to be finding you later than what I've normally been doing. I've been trying to stick with a evening recording as opposed to an afternoon or during the day recording, just because I find I have less background noise. Yeah, having a 3-year-old and trying to YouTube is not easy. Love my son to death, but man, he can make doing things like this difficult. Anyways, let's get back to destroying this Weedle. And Jigglypuff. Also easy. Let's do Basil. Oh, pfft. That doesn't do shit. Here I was thinking, Basil's gonna eat some damage. Didn't hardly flinch. That's alright. We'll use Bronchitis, because he doesn't flinch even... He flinches even less. Yeah, one thing too, if you guys are wondering, the way I like to do my teams with their movesets, I usually try to go with 3 diverse moves that capitalize on their best stat, whether it be attack or special attack. And then, apart from that, I do like one supporting move, like Recover, or maybe a status ailment type move. I don't know, it's just a personal preference. I've been doing that since Gen 4. It's always seemed to work for me in the PvE aspect of the game. Never did do much competitive battling. Honestly, I never even really did any of the multiplayer aspects of Pokemon till probably 4th gen, just because the addition of like using wireless as opposed to having to buy a link cable, which my parents never wanted to buy for me. I can't imagine why. It just made it a lot easier. That, oh, I have a system, you have a system, we're close to each other, boom, linked up. Yeah. Even still, though, by then I was kind of too far removed from the whole competitive scene to really understand it. And I could, like, I know some stuff now, like IVs, EVs, you know, all that. Ugh. Honestly, if you can do yourself one favor in the Pokemon world, don't get involved in that mess. It changes the game and it makes it less spontaneous and more of I gotta have the perfect mons. You don't want that. Fortunately, that's not what this Let's Play is about. So if you remember in the last episode, I did not have this issue with having a full backpack. That was one thing. Sure, I guess I give him the rare candy. Yes, I know that wasn't the best use of a rare candy I could have done, but I just wanted it out of my pack. TM22 Rolling Kick. And Basil can learn it. But what's... actually... I don't think I want either one of them to learn it. It'd be interesting to have Navi knowing... Actually... Shit. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Takedown. That Rolling Kick is powerful, and it's got a normal type move with double slap, so it's not like I'm trying to capitalize there. No, as I was saying before I interrupted myself in my own train of thought, in the last episode I was stressing if I would be able to get the lift key, because all items have been randomized. But what I remembered towards the end of the episode was that was not an item you could find on the ground. It's an item that the trainer drops, so it wasn't randomized. Fortunately. This Tauros kind of hurts. This trainer has 5 Pokemon. This might take a minute. Level 17 Kingler, though, I think Basil can take it. As long as it doesn't know any shenanigans. Which I don't think it does. I think it probably knows Vice Grip. But it looks like 3 Absorbs is going to kill it, so... Holy crap, it's a frickin' Doog Trio. So really, I'm just fighting 3 Digletts. Balls. Guess what? They can't hit Phoenix. Basil probably would have lived it, but I wasn't about to play with it. Going back to talking about my past Pokemon experiences, though, I have played every single generation. I played Blue when it came out, Gold, Silver, all the way through. I haven't played every single one. Like, so I haven't played both. So I'm trying to think of all the ones, because there's so many. I've played Red, Blue, and Yellow. I've played Gold and Silver. And Crystal. I've played Sapphire, Ruby. I have not actually played Emerald all the way through. That's one of them. I've played Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Soul Silver. Have not played Heart Gold. Anyways, you get the picture. I've played at least one of every generation, and at least one of every one of the remakes. And as far as my favorite generation goes, I'd have to say 4th gen. Hands down. I don't know why. I do know that's when they implemented the physical special split. So I've talked about it in previous videos. Essentially, Gen 1 through 3, the actual move's type was based off of its element, so to speak. So like all normal type moves were physical, so on and so forth. In Gen 4 and on, that's changed. As you would expect, Thunder Punch, Gen 1 through 3 is electric because it is electric. It is special because electric is special. However, in Gen 4, it is more logical. It is now a physical move, even though electric before the type, since it's electric, would be physical. Yeah, that is no longer the case. But yeah, I know that's one thing I was really happy about, because it's like, finally, you know, there are reasons that Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Ice Punch are so good now. Before they would all be... Those all would have been special moves, now they're physical, so, you know, I could capitalize on mons like Hitmonchan. How dare you humiliate us at Mount Moon? It's payback time, you brat! Prepare for trouble and make it double, because Team Rocket's here to whoop that ass with this Zapdos. Dear God. That's not good. One of the few Pokemon that make me go, what do I do to fight this? Yo, this drill peck hurts so much. Oh, thank God. I could poison stall it, but I don't find that to be a viable strategy. I know it's completely legal and actually a valid strategy in competitive, but honestly, I always thought stall was like the cheapest way to win. Okay, so I'm going to use this really bulky mon, slap a status ailment move on it, and just wait my opponent out. It's kind of, I don't know, it just feels dirty. Instead of, you know, having the winning strategy, or the, well, I won't say that. Instead of having, like, the strongest Pokemon, or, like, the most, like, you know, tactical strategy, instead it's just, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna outlive you. I don't know, it just seems, like I said, cheap. It also just it's kind of boring. Because after a while, I mean, you know what's gonna happen, and you're just waiting for the opponent's Pokemon to die. Eh. There again, though, I don't really do competitive, so who am I to talk? And Sandshrew. I actually got something for that. Our newly evolved Basil, the Gloom. And yes, I do believe I have a Leaf Stone. If not, I can buy one. But I'm gonna hold off for a little bit because stone evolutions, at least in Gen 1, and honestly I think it's true pretty much all the way through, stone evolution mons do not, once they evolve, they don't learn any moves. And when I played this when I was much younger, my strategy was, oh, evolve them as soon as possible. Not the case anymore. It's just too... it's too much of a handicap for them, really. Go ahead and heal my Pokemons up here, because we are about to face the real baddie that is behind Team Rocket. And oh, come on, don't act like you have never been exposed to any bit of Pokemon ever. If you have, if you do actually, like if you've never actually been exposed, I'd be surprised. But no, for those 1 out of like 7 billion people on the face of the earth that have never seen anything to do with Pokemon until now, this guy right here goes by the name of Giovanni. So, I must say, I am impressed you got here. The big bad boss, Giovanni says. Shade, I miss you. I miss you, Shade. And if you haven't watched up until now, Shade was our haunter that we got in like episode... I think we actually got him episode 1. Yeah, he didn't live that much past that, sadly. Yo, this Gengar. I'm gonna gamble. Come on, bust through. Yes! It would have been close, but I think he would have been able to survive even if he hit himself. Alright, so he's sending out the iconic Pokemon. The one that everybody is familiar with. That adorable little electric rodent. And I just poisoned it to death. There's a Pokemon that I've only used like once or twice ever. Honestly, if I got it during this playthrough, or one of my later ones, I'd probably use it. Because it's water ice, and I mean, it's not... I mean, it's not great, but it's pretty bulky. Yo. I need to get Navi healed up or out of here, because we just about lost it. I won't lie, if that would have happened, I would have lost Navi. I probably would have had to get up and walk off. Why is this dude going so strong? Get out of here. You know what? I got something for you. A tank in its own right. With Razor Wind that actually is really terrible. I'm actually regretting putting that on Nebby. Alright. Level 28. Sweet. Gaining all the levels right now. The self-scope. What can that be? Well, again, if you're that one person that is just now getting exposed to Pokemon for the first time in their life, after this has been a thing for over 20 years, let me tell you. Now go ahead and fight this guy. The self-scope. So you remember that one town that we were in before we got to Celadon City, where we're currently at? That Lavender Town, like right at the end of Rock Tunnel. There's a tower there. If you read a little bit of lore in game, that tower contains the souls of the departed Pokemon. Well, the thing is, at least in this very first generation, every other generation after has completely ignored this rule, but in this generation, you cannot see the ghosts in that tower directly. They just appear as specters. But if you have the self-scope, you can identify them. And if you haven't already guessed it, we have to go to that tower for one reason or another. I'm not going to reveal every single part of the Pokemon plot, but you will see soon enough. I totally did not catch what he sent. Oh, that's right. I saw it, but immediately put it out of my brain. Probably because I'm still sad about our Haunter. Haunter, why are you so bulky? Dominator can't do it. Navi couldn't do it anyways. You know what? Just because you can hit him with physical moves. Alright. Oh, I guess I kind of had to fight him, because then the door opened. And I gotta fight this guy. Yeah. Move aside, grunt number 3, before I had to whoop that ass. Pretty sure at this point Slowpoke has confusion, so right now I'm kind of putting myself in a bad spot. But I can 3-shot it, so I don't think it can 2-shot me. Yeah, no, we're good. Basil, look! It's your little cousin. Say bye to it. Now let's have the flaming bird of death just destroy it. It was killed with, like, Moltres' weakest move. Actually, Fire Spin would have been the weakest, but you get it. Alright, let's... I'm gonna try and get through the Pokemon Tower. Well, maybe not. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Tell you what, I'll try to get halfway through and see how we're doing for time and how I'm feeling. Oh, but in this tower, This is our first time going in, and there are Pokemon there. You know what that means. I don't know about you, but this is my favorite part. Going to the Pokemon. Nah, I'm just messing with you. No, my actual favorite part is new encounters. You know what? I got another 5. I'm going through super potions like there's nobody's business. Also, let's sell. Don't need that. I'm gonna keep that Thunderstone just because I might end up using it. Because if you remember, we still have Bargain. I think one of these... So that one little girl said something about her Growlithe dying. I'm trying to think. There you go. Pokemon Tower has been erected in memory of Pokemon that have died. That spelled it right out to you. Who's that? We haven't seen you in a hot minute. Hi, pal. Hey, Cruril. What brings you here? Your Pokemon don't look dead. I can at least make them faint. He forgets we're in a Nuzlocke. Let's go, pal. I ain't your pal, friend. And yes, I know I called him buddy right before that. What the fuck? Are you serious? Oh, that's bullshit. Are you God? Ah! Stop it! Listen here, Kingler. I need at least a few members left. Sick. Yeah, I'm gonna nuke you from orbit. It's a funny story. I threw my controller down and the battery actually came out of it. Fortunately, it's plugged in so I could still use it without having to reset a bunch of stuff, but that hurts my heart. Well, we might be using that Thunderstone sooner than I thought. God. Yeah, that's right, Nebby. One shot his little pissant of a Squirtle. Oh, you got a Tentacruel, that's right. You know what? I have the perfect Tentacruel killer now. You poisoned me, that's cute. If you say that, you had a Marowak. Yeah, I saw your Marowak in between grieving for my 2 new dead party members and nuking you from high orbit. Fucker. That hurts my heart so much. Well, I don't know. It's kind of not really ironic. Fitting was what I was gonna say. It's fitting that they died in the Pokemon Tower. I think that means that Bronchitis and Nebby are the only two remaining members of our original team. Alright, I'm sad. So I'm gonna try and do some team reorganizing off screen. I will let you know what I come up with in the next episode. But until then, if your heart hurts as much as mine does, and if you really want to pay your respects to our beloved, long-standing member who is now departed, our Clefairy, our Navi, as well as our newly evolved Gloom, the Basil, please go ahead, hit that like button, maybe give me a subscribe. Nah, I'm just kidding though. If you did like the episode, please feel free to go ahead and give me a like. If you didn't, you can feel free to give me a dislike. I'm okay with that. But, as always, I beg you, please tell me why you didn't like the episode, or why you did for that matter. So that way I can make sure that I'm taking your consideration into account and making this as good as I can. And hopefully I'll be on here next time with less sadness. See you guys in the next one. Bye.